Hi guys, so it's been 2 days I think since the last video I put out. I just want to say a quick shout out to everybody who got on that eBay link and bought some of the koi food off me. It's really appreciated. For those of you who missed out, because I think as of now there's only 2 bags left, so I imagine they're probably going to be gone by the time you see this. But for anyone who missed out, I'm going to be getting some more in about a week or so, but I'll do another video to update you on that when they're available. Yeah, really surprised by how many people took me up on that, so yeah, really appreciate it guys. You know, it's a big help, and anything I do make on that will get invested back in the channel. So today's video, as you might be able to see, it is really hot. I think it's 25 or 26 degrees today. And my pond gets a lot of sun. It's a south facing garden. The sun comes all the way over there, and pretty much the sun is directly on the pond for, I don't know, 12-14 hours a day. I'm a bit worried with this heat. Some of them are going to end up getting some sunburn, particularly the Shiro. I've noticed it before. If we've had a really hot day, it's ended up looking a little bit discoloured by the end of it. So what I've decided to do, don't know whether it's going to work, but I've bought this shade sail off Amazon. I think it's 6.5 feet by 10 feet, so it's not going to quite cover the whole pond. It was only cheap, I think it was about 20 quid. If I can find it, I'll put a link in the description. So I want to try and get that up over the pergola just to give them a little bit of shade during the hottest bit of the day. Long term, I am looking at getting a polycarb roof on here, but I'm struggling with funds a little bit at the moment. Yeah, I was hoping to do an upflow filter as well, but that's been put on hold a little bit. Just had to take my dog to the vets today, so that's put a bit of a dent in the budget, but yeah, he's alright anyway. Got the other dog here with me now. The other one's at the vet's. She's moping about because the other ones are the ones at the vet's. Anyway, I'll unpack this shade sail, get that up, and then we'll have a quick look at that. So as you just saw on that little clip, I've just noticed on this fish here what looks like it might be the start of an ulcer. Possibly it's done that from flashing when I've been doing all the fluke treatments and things I've had. So I'm gonna net it and have a little look at it. I'll do a scrape on it while I've got it up, because I haven't actually done any scrapes since I've done the fluke treatments, so good to make sure they're definitely gone. There's no fish flashing anymore, so I think they'll be gone, but I'll get some treatment on that. I imagine I'm probably going to have to sedate it. This fish is an absolute lunatic in the bowl. I haven't had it out for a very long time. I don't know if any of you guys will remember the very first video that I ever did. This fish had all its pec fins torn up. It actually jumped on top of the old pond net I used to have on, and it thrashed around on there all day, and it ripped up its pec fins. But they've actually healed up absolutely fine, and it's been fine since then. But it's just got this thing that looks like the start of an ulcer now. So let's get it in a bowl and have a look. So I've got her in the bowl now. Had a look at the scrape, and I can't see anything on it, so that's good news. As you can see by the shape of her, definitely a female, and she's not spawned yet this year. You can see that is definitely the start of an ulcer on her there. So put some sedate in the bowl, so I've literally only just put it in, so I'm going to give her a few minutes to turn over, and then I'm going to get some treatment on that, and hopefully we've caught it early enough and it'll heal up alright, because yeah, it's one of my favourite fish, this. It's actually an Israeli fish. It's actually the first fish I ever bought for my first pond. And as I say, the pec fins that were damaged, I'll actually put a photo up in a second and show you what they look like when she damaged them. But they've healed up really well. Looks like she might be starting to go over. But yeah, I'm going to treat her with some, I've got a Kasuri ulcer swab. I've also got some Tamidine as well. It doesn't look too bad at the moment, so I think if I treat that once, possibly twice, hopefully it'll be alright. But I'll have a proper look at the scrape again after I've finished this, just to double check, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing on it. It's just starting to go over now. It's worth mentioning that you should always take your scrapes before you sedate a fish, because the sedate can actually sedate any parasites on there as well. Anyway, I'm going to keep an eye on this fish and I'll come back to you when it's all done. So I've got her treated, given that a quick clean up with some Tamidine and that ulcer swab, and she's just sitting in the net recovering now. I'll let her go in a minute. When I treat my fish, I like to do it really quickly. I don't use a unhooking mat or anything like that. I treat them in the bowl. I tend to do it quite shallow water, and I'll just sort of hold them up against the side of the bowl, quickly treat them, and get them straight back in, so they're in the sedate as long as possible. Sort of as less time as possible. And I tend to start doing it before they're completely out as well, just so normally they recover a little bit quicker. It's always a nervy time putting them back in, waiting for them to recover. I'm going to move her now and put her by the shower just to get a little bit of oxygen. But I'll come back to you when she's swimming back round again. She's growing quite well though. It's 50 centimetres now. Up from about 33, I think, the last time I measured her. But that was probably a year and a half ago. I don't get her out very often because she tends to go a bit nuts. But yeah, I'll get her by the waterfall and let her go in a minute. So this is what's in my sort of koi first aid kit. If I need to sedate them, some of the fish I can do without sedating, some of them do need it. NT Labs Koi Calm. I do find you don't need to use anywhere near as much as what it says on there. I had her in 20 litres of water, and it says 10 drops for every 5 litres. So that would be, yeah, and I used about half what it said, and that was enough to knock her out. I don't know if that's just because of the temperature, but yeah, I've found you don't need to use as much as it says. I've got this ulcer swab. As you can see, I've had this for a while. It's nearly empty now. So I generally use a clean cotton bud and wipe it with the ulcer swab. And then I'll dry it off with a bit of paper towel. Finally, give it a little bit of Tamidine over it. That's again another disinfectant. And a lot of people use this stuff, Propolis wound sealer, to seal it afterwards. Just me, but I don't tend to use that. I kind of think that if you haven't managed to clean a wound properly and you put a sealer on, you're sealing bad stuff in. But I don't know, that's just me. And I've certainly learnt the hard way over the years about what to try and do with my koi. I've also got some cotton buds and some tweezers as well if I ever need to take a scale out. I do disinfect them, clean them properly after every time I've used it. You don't want to be giving your fish any more issues. So it's only been about 2 minutes since the last clip, and as you can see, she's swimming around all right now. They're all sort of sulking a bit because I've had the net in, but doesn't seem any worse for wear. I'll keep an eye on her over the next couple of days, make sure that doesn't get any worse. Yeah, it does look a little bit red now, but very strange. It's come up very quickly. I didn't notice it at all tomorrow morning when I looked at the fish, but then this afternoon when I come out, that was when I saw it. But sure should be fine. I'll keep you updated anyway. Another thing I've done recently, which I forgot to show you guys at the time, cut a bit of egg crate and just put that in the bottom of the skimmer. The reason being is I didn't want things like leaves going down into the drum, because there's only a 40mm pipe that goes from the outflow back to my waste, so I don't get many leaves in the garden, but yeah, I'm glad I put that in, done its job. You can see that's my overflow there. Still doing a trickle in and out from the big blue. But yeah, get that leaf out. So I've got this shade sail thing out. To be honest, I think it looks a little bit crap, but we'll put it up anyway because it's going to be about 30 degrees in the next few days. Oi, get off! Yeah, we'll get it up on there. It comes with these little bungee things. There's some eyelets on there, so I'm going to see if I can hook them over the rungs on the pergola. So this is only going to be a temporary thing, hopefully, but just give them a bit of shade while it's really hot. Try and do this without falling in. But yeah, it's not like, you know, like a total protection thing. It looks like a bloody bin bag, to be honest. Anyway, we'll get that on. So I've got this shade up over the pond. It's actually alright. I think it's better than I thought it was going to be. I could do with a few more of those elasticated things, because I've had to use 2 to get it around some of the corners. Might see if I can buy another couple. Doesn't block out the light totally, you know, you can see through it. It's meant to block out 70% of the light or something, apparently. So it can be a really hot day tomorrow, so that should give them just a little bit of shade. Yeah, I've run out of those things, so there's a eyelet there that's not attached to anything, but don't know, we'll maybe have to get some more. But yeah, I don't intend to have it as a permanent thing, but just when it's going to be 30 degrees the next couple of days, it's a good idea to have it on just to protect the fish. The fish that I sedated is doing fine. It did come up and have some food a few minutes ago until I got up on top of the pond, and now it's a bit spooked up, but the rest of them are eating some. I think the auto feeder's just dumped some food in. As I said before, the auto feeder literally goes off every 2 hours throughout, you know, day and night. So they're getting plenty of food at the moment. So thanks for watching this video, guys. As you can see, the fish I sedated yesterday, she's swimming around fine, eating some food. Yeah, all the rest of them seem absolutely fine. Still seeing no flashing. There's no parasites on the scrape that I did on that fish. So he's all looking alright. Got some really warm weather forecast for the next few days. I think my heater's currently set at 21, although I don't think it's been on for a day or two now. I might bump it up to 23 for a week or so while we've got some hot weather. Got my shade sail up there now, and yeah, hopefully we'll be alright. The koi food that I had on that eBay link, it is all sold out now. I will be getting some more, hopefully in around about a week. I'll keep you updated on that one. I'll put another video up as soon as that's available again. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.